Hey, how's it going out there in YouTuberville? Thought I'd check in again. I don't like that word check in. It's something but thought I'd touch base with y'all. Keep on making these videos, see what's going on. Haven't really looked at see how many people are watching them or whatever, but I'll keep on video logging this little journey I'm on. Man, I feel great. Uh, Last night, that 40 days closing ceremony or final celebration, whatever they called it, was the energy was out the roof. Uh, I don't know how many people were in there, but it was a bunch. And it's cool when you're doing stuff in a big group like that, man. That community thing, and everybody's energy is on the same plane. Just way freaking. I can't explain it. Uh, Back on kind of having fun with the nicotine quit again. But it wasn't fun for a little while, and the fun has returned. So I'm glad to see that happen. May have to do a little playing around with that here. I see that big finger looking up at me. That's the swag. It's our shirt. It says on there, well, what does it say? Some stuff about radical revolution, and it's got my favorite little Ohm symbol on it. And back of it's got a 502 power yoga thing on it. Some swag I wore to work today. Um, did a lead the other night, Tuesday. I'm gonna touch base on that just a little bit. I did read something to you all a while back. Was that chapter 1, paragraph 1 of 12-step spiritual recovery book, Christopher Cohn's book. It's going to be out before too awful long. So I'm not going to reread that, but I did read it the other night in my lead. But here's something I made, and I heard a guy say it. I don't know, it looks backwards in the phone, but I think it's right. It says, went through the motions, but wasn't very happy about it. Is that what your tombstone's going to say? You went through the motions, but wasn't very happy about it? Man, don't be that guy or girl. Uh, don't just go through the motions. Do this thing called life for real. Some quotes out of some things that I've read here lately. This is out of the Baron Baptiste. This is out of the book that we worked with on the yoga, on the 40 Days of Personal Revolution book. Baron Baptiste, he says, true growth is not cheap. Emotional maturity and seasoning come through an intimate understanding of the process of life, the love of the journey, and the depth of subtlety that is achieved through a commitment to patience. Remember we talked about patience the other day? AA book says a price must be paid. Uh, Baron Baptiste says true growth is not cheap. A price had to be paid. It meant destruction of self-centeredness. For if I failed to perfect and enlarge my spiritual life through work and self-sacrifice for others, I can't expect to survive the certain trials and low spots ahead. And I know I won't survive. This vehicle I drive around in might survive those things, but this true spirit I've been cultivating the last few years, it will not survive. It won't. Um, Another quote out of Christopher's book, 12 Step Spiritual Recovery. The spiritual status of any living being stagnates and begins to wither and die without being challenged to keep walking further down the path of everything that is not yet known to them. Instead of continuing to strive to change everything and everyone else, I will change. I don't have any power to change anybody else. What I can change is me, my thinking, my perceptions, the way I operate. That I can deal with. Want to change the world? Change you. Change that dude in the mirror. Strengthen the individual, mentally, physically, and spiritually. I will work on me. Thomas Merton, the Trappist monk down there in Gethsemane in Kentucky. We must make the choices that enable us to fulfill the deepest capacities of our real selves. Faith, Jordan Peterson. The willingness to put yourself on the line in pursuit of those things you find deeply meaningful. Put your ass on the line. Go out there and see what happens. This world is a risk and reward deal. You risk stuff. Generally, the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. Going out there and being vulnerable, helping other people, doing something, what did it say? Through work and self-sacrifice for others. Yeah. Here's goes along with that. Jordan Peterson again. What you need, what you most need, is where you least want to look. It's that deal in all the old stories about why the dragons hoard gold. It's because the last place you want to go. That's why when you go find the treasure, it's in the secrets down in the depths of the hole where you do not want to go. But that's where life's treasures is the place you don't want to go. You want to take it and go through the motions like what's on that tombstone? No reward there. No reward. Do not underestimate the power of vision and direction. These are irresistible forces. The universe honors that. Here's Nietzsche. He who has a why can bear almost any how. Baron Baptiste again. Be willing to show up and suck until you can show up and shine. It's cool stuff, huh? Armageddon. Jordan Peterson again. This world is always ending and a new one always beginning. We always live in apocalyptic times, and your world is always, in large ways and in small ways, coming to an end. Illness, loss, worldly chaos. So what do? You prepare for it. You just like Noah's Ark. You prepare for the flood. You prepare for the chaos to enter your life. If you prepare for your world to come to an end, then, if you're fully prepared, when your world ends, you get another one. And that's a pretty good deal. Crash and burn, man. My world come to an end a few years ago, and I got a brand new one, better than I'd ever imagined. You have no idea how rich and fulfilling your life could be despite its tragedy and limitation if you stop doing the things you know to be wrong. Peterson again. Here's Peterson again. Jordan Peterson. Establish a relationship with the most highest thing you can conceive of. Because what else are you going to do? Establish a relationship with the most mediocre thing you can conceive of? The lowest thing you can conceive of? Be very careful if you choose the latter. Looks like I'll roll Jordan Peterson out here. Two more. Compound interest in personal growth. You don't have to improve yourself very much every week or every day to really improve yourself a ridiculous amount at the end of a year. I can certainly stand here and tell you that's been true in my life too. I haven't made no big giant strides. Just keep on moving forward, making step by step by step, right? I'm not going through the motions. I'm taking the actions. And here's one final one. I had a couple people balk at this. Jordan Peterson, I like the way he does this stuff. The golden rule is read like, be nice to other people. That is not what this rule means. It doesn't mean that even a little bit. It means something like this. Conceptualize how things could be really great, as if they were really great for you, and you were taking care of yourself. And then work to make that the case for everyone else. Imagine if things were just exactly the way you wanted them. And then do some work, take some action to try and make that be the case for somebody else. Hell, everyone else. Right? Love those quotes that come, they help me get started on a lead. And I didn't even, I had all those quotes in my hand, but I didn't even get through a piece of them because I don't want to just stand there and read to people. Try to give my commentary on how that's been, share my hope, strength, and experience, how that has actually been my experience, what I know about operating under those principles. So it's cool. 40 days is over. But Jordan Peterson has a future authoring, or actually a self-authoring suite out. I don't really want to do a commercial for him, but a digging big time. And it's online, and you can sign up and go out there and do it. A while back, he had a 2-for-1 special, and I bought 2 of them. And I just haven't got around to starting them. I know they're there, but that might be what I do next. I've also had a number of people ask me, when am I going to start? When am I going to take yoga teacher training? If I made that decision, it wouldn't start till the fall. That's maybe on the books. I would like to do that someday. For no other reason than to keep on growing, right? I'm not going to go through the motions. I'm going to do it for real. So, doggone hunt. 1,164 days off the dope and booze. 143 days off of nicotine. And someplace shy of 3 weeks of or at least a reduction in caffeine. I said I had an iced tea one time, but I've been cutting that out, man, and it's my natural energies are back up. I can feel it. So it's gonna be an awesome weekend. You guys have a great time, man. That's a 10-minute video. Oh well, that's is what it is. Out.